What is going on, Print Fam? Today, I'm gonna be showing you how to build a website for your screen printing shop that takes you from 0 up to 150K in revenue your first year in business. Crazy! And it's so easy to do. We're gonna show you how to set this thing up in less than 2 hours. And then in the next video, we're gonna show you how to style your website, and it can take as little as 10 minutes or up to a lifetime. It's gonna be completely up to you because it's yours and you'll be able to design it the way you want, when you want. We're gonna be building our website on the WordPress platform. And you may be asking, well, why WordPress? With Shopify, Squarespace, Wix, you're still renting the parking space, but what you're really doing is renting the travel trailer or the fifth wheel or the RV, and then you're also renting the space that you park that travel trailer or RV on. Now, would you wanna do renovations? I don't know how many people renovate RVs, but would you renovate an RV that you were renting? No. With WordPress, sure, you gotta rent the parking space, but you own the RV itself, which means you can freely renovate it and add things and remove things and do whatever you want to do. And if you decide you don't like the space you're currently in, you can just pick up and move it to a new one. That's why WordPress is the most powerful website builder, in my opinion. I'm gonna get a shitload of pushback from this from 1,000 different fucking web developers, but I don't care, man. That's just the reality. That's the way it is. So build your site on WordPress. Moving on. A website is nothing more than a series of pages that link to each other. For us to have a website that Google will index, first thing we gotta do is rent some server space. The easiest way to do that is through a host. There are so many hosting companies. I said hosting. The most popular ones, GoDaddy, Bluehost, InMotion Hosting. I mean, the list just goes on and on. In an effort to find you the most reliable and fastest website, scoured the internet. The general consensus I came up with is when it comes to page load speed, specifically for WordPress, that SiteGround.com is the winner, hands down. And site speed is extremely important when it comes to ranking with Google. Before we start the process of setting your website up, I just want to quickly go over exactly what it is we're gonna be doing. Here's how this whole thing works. We live on Earth. Woo, look at that big old circle. And there are servers all over the globe. These servers contain host companies, all different types of hosts for all different types of platforms. And each one of those hosts holds hundreds, thousands, even millions of websites. What Google does goes through and crawls all these different servers all across the globe here. And what it's doing is looking for the most useful and relevant information based on whatever search queries people are entering. For instance, if you go to the Google search and type in screen printing, Google goes and crawls all the websites, looks for the best information, indexes it, and then serves it up to you in their search results. That's how the internet works. I don't know why I felt the need to put that out there. I might keep it in, I might not. For you to get indexed on Google, you need to sign up with a hosting company that is renting server space from one of these places around the globe. SiteGround is a host. These sons of guns are selling like souped up hosting plans for $3.95 a month. Cheap! And what they allow you to do is rent space from them, build a website on that space, and then get it crawled by Google. This is you renting a space from SiteGround on one of these servers. They provide a really incredible tool so that you can push one button and install an entire website on their server. You hit click for your website. Now that you've installed your website on their server, you're done with SiteGround for the most part. From this point forward, you're gonna log into the dashboard of your WordPress website. You're gonna log into your domain /wp-admin, and then you'll be brought to your WordPress dashboard so you can actually start building your website to look and feel and function the way you want it to. All right, we got all this stuff. Let's get it out of the way. Let's head over to the computer. I'm gonna do a screen share and we're just gonna show you how to set your website up on SiteGround. You like how my shirt just magically changed? That's because it's the next day. We are on one of my YouTube videos right here. And if you scroll down, it's gonna say, build a website that you actually own with WordPress. Come down here and you'll see that there is a link to SiteGround. If you go through the link that I provide, SiteGround will throw me a couple of bucks for referring you to them. So if you wanna help me out, it would mean a lot. You see you have different options: general website, WordPress, WooCommerce, cloud hosting. We're gonna just do a WordPress host. So we're gonna go get started. And then you have two options to choose from. If you only plan on building one website, then the startup will give you absolutely everything you need. So we're gonna get the plan, and I'm clicking on that. You could go 12 months, whatever. It's completely up to you based on what your budget is. And the total is so cheap, right? This is 2 years for 155 bucks, especially when you consider the amount of customers you can get from having a site. Anyway, I'm gonna sign up. We're gonna skip past this part because I don't wanna show you all the details and stuff. But you're basically gonna put your card number in. Normally I hate this part, but when it comes to making more money, I got no problems yanking out the credit card. So we just made our payment. There's one more step before we activate the ordered service. We need to verify some of the information you have provided during the order process. Please complete verification steps or your account may have to be suspended. So let's start our verification process. And then it's gonna verify your phone first. So I'm gonna enter my phone number in. I'm gonna not show this on screen. And it's gonna text message me a verification code. So I'm gonna come through and I'm gonna put that in. Now they wanna make sure I have legitimate access to the banking account associated with this card. So they're gonna perform a test authorization in euros and ask you to check the exact test amount with our bank. So I'm gonna log into my credit card account and verify that on my phone. And now I'm logged in. Now, once you've signed up with this account, you're going to build your WordPress site inside of this. They offer one-click installation. You sign up, you pay for your hosting, and then you go install WordPress, and it goes beep, 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 boop, beep, beep, boop, boop. And the WordPress site's installed. So from our homepage, I'm gonna come here to websites. And this is pretty cool, man. You have no websites yet. Let's start creating a site. It's really easy with our guided setup wizard. And this is another cool thing. They do give you a free domain, but I have an existing domain that I'm gonna use. And I'm gonna enter it here, onsite-printing.com, and we're gonna hit continue. And then it says the domain you wish to use is not registered at your SiteGround account. You should make sure that you have access to this domain so that you can update the DNS settings. So we're gonna hit continue because I'm gonna go point those name servers in a second. We're installing a fresh one for on-site t-shirt printing. So I'm gonna hit select, start new website, and I'm just gonna do the general WordPress installation. So let's do that. You're gonna set up an email address to log in. So I'm just gonna use the one I use all the time. The next thing it's asking is this site scanner. This is just an add-on, but I'm just gonna hit finish and it'll skip over that. So it's creating the site. I'm gonna go ahead and point my domain name servers. And you can see right here, please point your domain to the new host server. Your DNSs are this one and this one. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just copy the first one. I'm gonna go use custom name servers and I'm gonna go click in the thing and hit Control V or paste. I'm gonna hit the plus sign. I'm gonna come back here and I'm gonna get the second name server. Come back here, copy and paste that one, and I'm gonna hit save. Now, there's a time frame for the DNSs to update, usually 24 to 48 hours. Sometimes it happens faster, but it is gonna take a little bit of time. It doesn't mean you can't keep working on your site while you're doing this. I'm just gonna go here to manage site and let's see where that takes us. The first thing I wanna do now is I wanna go to security. I'm gonna go to my SSL manager. So we have onsite-printing.com. We're gonna select the Let's Encrypt wildcard. And we're gonna hit get. And so these both are on. It says to configure HTTPS. So let's just see where it takes us with that. Maybe it'll take us to the next step. So let's go back to Site Tools. So this is where we were. We're gonna come to HTTPS enforce, and you just turn this on. So now it's gonna enforce the HTTPS, and we're good to go. All right, so now it's set up. Once the site's installed, this is what happens. This is your host, and contained within that host is your web site. And what I'm gonna say now is the reason that I even did this illustration. You set up WordPress from this dashboard, the SiteGround dashboard. Once it's installed, you're essentially not gonna need to log back into the SiteGround dashboard. We can erase this. Instead, from this point moving forward, you will be signing into yoursite.com/wp-admin. Gosh darn it, I almost fit it in there, but I jacked it up a little bit. From the WordPress dashboard, you create pages. Once those pages are created, you start linking them around, and that is how you make an active website with multiple forms of content on all different sorts of pages. So let's lay that out for you visually. This is our home page. And then there is a menu on the top. You have your logo. So you'll have links like H for home, A for about, S for service. When you're setting up your site, you also create another page that is the About Me page. They all share the same menu. Finally, you have your service page. So you've gone through the site and you've created all these pages. When someone visits your website, they typically land on the home or the index page. From the home page, they click on the home link. Your site will go, oh, we're already on that page. So it goes out and then it comes right back to itself. If they click the About page, the site goes beep, 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 and it sees that there is in fact an About Me page, so it goes, what up? And it directs them to the About Me page. When they're on the About Me page, if they hit the service link, it goes, there's a service page. Let's send them over to that. And the cycle continues. This is the basic foundation of a website. Whether you have 3 pages or you have hundreds other pages within your website. They all link to each other in any form that you can imagine. This is the general idea of a functioning website. You can go into much greater detail, and there's all sorts of nuance to it, but that's the structure. All right, so in an attempt to not let this video run much longer than 10 minutes, we're gonna cut it here. Once it's done, start it over, go to SiteGround.com, link in the description so that I can get my little, whatever they call my referral fee. Get signed up and get your WordPress website installed on their server. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to actually build your WordPress website with the incredible page builder, Elementor. So stay tuned, watch the next one, follow the link in the description so I can get my referral fee. That would be really awesome.